Hello everyone, welcome to another video. For the past month I had the pleasure of playing with this gorgeous lens 40 to 150 f4 Pro, and this lens was kindly lent to me by Autofocus EU. This is a Polish company that sells used gear and new gear. If you're in Poland and you would like to make a purchase there, the link to their shop is in the description below. This video is not sponsored. I need to send this lens back after I finish recording this video. And I can immediately tell you that I love this lens. For those of you who were brave enough to watch some older Polish videos that I had here, you would know that 40 to 150, this plastic fantastic version, non-pro version, super cheap version, was one of my favorite lenses for a long time. I fell in love with this lens. I fell in love with photography thanks to that lens. So when Olympus or OM SYSTEM announced this lens, I was very curious. However, the price was a stopping factor. I never went for it. So I was very happy that I could borrow it from Autofocus EU. So what can I tell you about this lens? Build quality or build is almost identical to 12 to 45 that I've had for years. So we've got zoom ring and we've got focus ring. The whole lens is weatherproof. It has it's well sealed, so it pairs perfectly with OM3. And I love that. It's also metal built, so the quality, there's no question about it. You can feel it's well built while using it. What it has is this lock that prevents it from sliding out, and I actually like it. I know many people don't like it. I actually like it because it prevents the lens from going down, especially when I'm carrying the camera like clipped on my backpack somewhere in the mountains or on a trip. It prevents it from sliding down. The problem that I had, for instance, with my 300 to my 75 to 300, because I can delicately pull it and it goes. This one will go nowhere, and for transport it remains really small. And what is more, if I open the lock, then the zooming is internal. It does not protrude any further. This is all that it will go out, which is great. I actually really love it. So when I walk with it and take pictures, I just keep it in unlocked position. When I finish taking pictures, I lock it, and that's it. There's no extra button to lock it, unlock it. It just requires a touch bit more force and it clicks into an open position. For me, I actually appreciate this function. I know some people are not happy about it. As far as build quality goes, what I also love is the lens hood. And I know it's unimportant when we talk about lens, but man, why not all of the lens hood have this kind of design with a little button click? It makes it so much easier. You just put it, it clicks into place, and then you don't have to use any force or anything. You just click the button, turn it, and in a very delicate way, you take it off. Absolutely fantastic. I really, really wish all the lens hoods were like that, because when we have a lens hood that is this forceful, let's say, application, you have to use force, and I'm always afraid that I will damage the lens a little bit. So you have to use the force to click it in, but because you use force, after time, this teeth or this things here that are supposed to click onto the lens, they wear off. And for instance, in my 75 to 300, it's already so loose that you can hear it rattle, and I easily can unclick it using almost zero force, so it becomes a bit useless. here with a button with 40 to 150, no such a problem. I love it. As for build quality, I also love how the manual focus ring feels. It's so smooth. Smooth but nice dampen. It gives you a little bit of resistance but not too much. I love how it works. I absolutely love how it works. So that's it as far as build qualities. I think there's not more to talk about. So let's talk about photos. What kind of quality pictures does it give? Man, this lens is sharp. I was so pleasantly surprised by how sharp this lens is. You can see the tiniest detail in plants, in animals. It's incredibly sharp, and what is super surprising and super nice for me, it's sharp throughout all the focal lengths. It does not matter if you're shooting at 40 or if you're shooting at 150, it is consistently very, very sharp. It is, I would say, it's as sharp as some of the macro lenses that I've tried. So this is truly incredible. And I've shown you probably some pictures already of some plants and of some animals. They are not cropped, they are not edited or sharpened. These are JPEGs straight out of camera. Absolutely incredible. No i co ja tam jeszcze chciałam mówić? So because this lens is so sharp, I even did a little totally unscientific, please don't yell at me, it's not a scientific test, but because it's so sharp and because 75 to 300 has a tendency to be soft at 300 end, I thought I would make a small experiment and compare these two while using with this one a teleconverter, the electronic teleconverter, which basically crops the image. And I know that I'm losing resolution when I do that, but was I surprised by the results? I tried it on a duck, and I'll show you the pictures here of a duck. I tried it on a cat that was sitting in the window, so it's a picture through the window pane. And I tried it on a little basket or a bell, woven bell that is hanging from the trees in my area for the birds, I assume. And I was so surprised by the results, because for me these pictures are nearly identical in the way they feel as far as sharpness goes, etc. So this means that one could have this one more universal lens that is super sharp throughout its focal ranges, and then if we have something smaller to photograph or something further to photograph, we can switch to teleconverter and still be okay with the image quality. And that is mind-blowing for me. And that is what makes me consider buying this lens and selling this lens, because I feel I would lose basically nothing. Maybe a little bit of resolution, but I was never thinking about resolution, if I'm to be honest, too much. So this is a true consideration, especially that right now these lenses on a Polish market of used gear are around 2,000, 2,500 zloty, which would be, I don't know how many, $500 maybe? I don't know what's yeah. I think around $500. So for me, that's a real thing to consider, but I would have to first sell this one and then consider buying this one, but I'm really, really thinking about it. What's also great about this lens, it's autofocus. It worked very well, both in continuous and in single autofocus. In single autofocus, there was like zero problem. In continuous autofocus, and I don't know if that's the camera or is that the lens, when I was shooting in the animal detection mode or bird detection mode, it sometimes happened that it showed the box on the bird but did not focus on it. And I don't know if this is the matter of the camera or of the lens. I'm just openly saying that it did happen. It was not always perfect. So yeah, this is what happened. And there is one thing, or maybe two things, that I'm not the greatest fan of in this lens. The first one, because it's so sharp, it would be so great if we could focus from smaller distance, but we can't. Because the minimal focus distance is, I don't know if you can see it here because the letters are really, really dark. Oh, I see I have some sticker residue on this. I'll remove it later. So it says you can focus from 70 centimeters or 2.3 feet. This is not crazy focus distance, I must say. If it could focus from a closer distance, I would be super pleased. And another thing that I was not very pleased with is sometimes when there's a busy background, what is the background falloff or what the bokeh looks like. And I'm showing you now some pictures with it too, because sometimes it feels a bit nervous. It feels a bit hectic and it takes away the attention from the subject that you're actually shooting. But I think this can be mitigated either in post or just by closing down the aperture a bit and just showing more of the background to, because I think it is most disturbing at f4. I was shooting most of the time at f4 with this lens because if I'm buying f4, I want to know what it behaves like at 4. So yeah, some of the pictures will be taken with a closed down aperture, but most of them are f4. And of course with OM3, it's a beautiful, lovely couple. I think this is the perfect size of telephoto lens for OM3. Because it will be a little bit front heavy, but with the little grip that I have here, it was fantastic. I could totally use it without a grip, but just grip made it a little bit more comfortable. So that was great, and I really, really enjoyed it using with OM3. Not too heavy, not too cumbersome, perfect size. And imagine such a combo for travel. This lens, 12 to 45, maybe a little prime lens for the darker moments or inside pictures, and maybe some ultra wide lens, and that would be just a perfect combo for travel, wouldn't it? And that's the reason also why I'm considering this one, because planning a holiday, I think it would be a great addition to my camera bag. If you're interested in my old review of the Plastic Fantastic 14 to 150, I will link the Polish video in the description. So enjoy a little bit of Polish, but I assume you can already have the speech converted to English. Yeah, and please let me know in the comments if you've ever tried this lens. Are you happy with this lens? I would be very interested to hear your opinion about it. And for now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.